Alright, hey everybody. I'm going to do another video improvising on a D blues. I'm not doing a whole lot of practicing on this except on some of these live stream videos. So you can kind of hear the progress on a key that I don't hardly do very often. That's sort of the idea. Let me make sure the sound is... So I want to get the background sound happening. Let me make sure I can do this. And then I'll probably get the... Here we go. Yeah, so let me turn this on so you can hear that. So that'll be on in the background. I'll actually change it like this. Let me check the sound on here. So you can probably hear this now. I can turn that up a little bit. About there. Okay. And then I can play over top of that. Okay. So I like those. I think I like those levels. I think what I've done before, so you guys can kind of follow along. I think what I did is I wrote down the changes so you kind of follow along and see what I'm doing. And then I'll kind of let you know the scales and note choices that I'm picking. Let's see. It's not that one. Is this one? Yeah, here we go. So let me blow this up a little bit. I can use this. Actually, I'll figure this out. Here we go. And I'll share this screen. Add another window. This might be better if I used... You know what? Why don't I do this? So, I don't know how many of you guys out there use MuseScore. The greatest... Oh. So... I'm going to write E blues on here. It's concert D. That way you know what I mean. Because I'll use trumpet. I'll do... Oh, shoot. That's not the right key signature at all. Let's do this. Okay. So, for the E blues, let me share the window here. Window capture. Okay. Yes. Let's do... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now you can see what I'm doing here. Actually, let me just go half like that. Oh, this might be better than I thought. So I don't need that. I can go like this. There. Then I can blow this up. So the change is... That's not what I want. For our E blues. I think I did this last time. Here we go. So we have E7. Then we got A7. E7 for two of them. And the next line we'll have the A7, A7, back to our E7. We could do like a 3-6, but I'm just going to put the 6 for right now. And then for the 2, we have our F sharp minor 7. And then we have our B7. E7. We can do a mini 251 here also, but let's do this for now. All right, so let's blow this up. Take up all of our lines. How easy is that to see? Not extremely. That's not bad. If I do this, if I blow it up like that, how's that? I'll sit over here a little bit. There. Couldn't be easier. That's perfect. So you can kind of follow along with what I'm doing. Yeah, that'll work great. How's that showing up on the screen? That should be fine. Now if I push... Now for some reason the video isn't... Oh, that's terrible. I wonder why it's doing that. So I'm looking at the screen, it's looking like it's not capturing the whole thing here. That's odd. The whole thing like that? Yeah, sure is. I wonder if I can fix that. This is weird. Output. Video. So I'd have to actually change it. What if I do this? And then do that? Because it looks like it's... Like this is really weird. So there you can see it. What I do different? Well, there we go. That'll be fine, I guess. Alright, so first I'm going to start with the pentatonic scale because that's easy to explain. So down here, I'll write the pentatonic scale notes. I didn't mean to play that high. So these are the notes I'm going to start with. E, G natural, A, B, D natural. Okay? Very simple to start with. We're going to cycle through these just to get them under our fingers. Let me shut that off. So just very simply going through the scale. Now I'm going to add another one of the blues notes. This is going to be the A sharp or B flat. And you'll hear this applied in a couple different ways. Now, I don't love just playing a blues scale or a blues pentatonic. It's just kind of get the fingers moving, get the ideas going in the head. Mostly just to get these notes under the fingers for when you're doing certain kind of cyclical ideas. And to show you a cyclical idea, usually these will be 8th notes or 16th notes. So let's just do some descending ideas. So I did something like this. Okay. So we take these notes. Do da do da do da do da da. And you can go as high and as low as you want. Right? All the way down, all the way up. You can do just something simple like, we'll start on the 5th here. And then and so on. So a couple different cyclical ideas just using this. I call them cyclical because you can cycle them. You know, it's those ideas that you can just play up and down using a pattern going through the entire scale. That's the idea here. Okay, so let me push play again. So it's just taking those simple cycles and putting them through the blues. Not a difficult thing. Hey, what's going on? Let me see. So now if we add the A sharp, we can add another color to our ideas. So let's try that. Anyway, you get the idea. where it just gives it a little bit more of a bluesy kind of sound. Not really difficult to do again if you're just getting used to the note. And again, that's the point of doing this, is you put a little bit of time into this. The notes are just going to get under your fingers. You're going to have that in your ear and you'll be able to do it. Do you know that you are only filling a portion of the screen? Most of it is black, and you and the music is in the top corner. So when I look at the preview I have, now I don't know why it's doing this. The preview I have says that I'm not doing that. So here, thanks for telling me that. Let me change this. There, now you can see what I'm doing. Appreciate it. I won't use your real name, so you can have your anonymity. Well, I tried doing it, it didn't. Yeah, what I'm looking at is obviously different than what you're looking at. So that's cool. Thanks. Let me know how that works, how that looks. I do gotta listen to some of this though. Let me know how that, like it's not capturing the. All right, so D natural, okay? Yeah, I can live with that. All right, so like I talked about last time, I think. So we have these notes here. The next thing is the bebop scale and how I use some of those notes. So we go up the scale. Here's our E bebop scale. The difference between that and the major scale is this lowered seventh note, so that we have all the chord tones on the downbeat for our E7 chord. And I'll even write E7 bebop scale. That's going to mess it all up, isn't it? There. So you can work that up and down the blues also, especially when you're using an E7 chord. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. I'll even write it in the chat. So let's say... bebop scale is mostly going to be for... So let me show you a couple ideas based on the bebop scale that I like to play. Usually it's in the descending part of the scale where you can do some surround ideas. So let me show you what I mean. So you go up the scale, or not. I'll just show you the main part that matters is this part. So you're going down the scale. Okay, so look at what we're doing. We're going down the bebop scale. Da, da, da. And what we're doing is we're surrounding this chord tone, the G sharp. A, F sharp, up a half step to a G, G sharp, or an F double sharp if you want to think of it that way. Another thing you can do, and you can do this with, I'll show you here. Just go right down the bebop scale. Oh, shoot. There. So now we're surrounding the B. So to apply that, it's usually going to happen on the E7 chords. Move that. I muted it so you wouldn't have to hear my 2-year-old daughter screaming. Singing. I think she was just singing. Alright, let's see. Okay, so just playing the bebop scale. Just playing the bebop scale up and down isn't the coolest thing, so I like to come up with ideas like we're doing here so it sounds good. And I like to use it for speed. And you don't have to use the whole thing, you can just use pieces of it. You've probably heard me do that before. I do that on a lot of the other things that I play. Just like a quick double time lick that fits nicely over that. So those are two scales, I guess, that I'm using. Pentatonic with the occasional raised 11, sharp 11. The B flat or A sharp. And then the bebop scale. And then it's just hitting the chords. And then the other thing that I haven't talked about yet is hitting the 2-5-1s. And so the 2-5-1s are the part of the solo that I think is the most important to hit and to make it sound like you actually hit these chord changes. So I'm going to write in what the chord tones are. F sharp, A, C sharp, E, and then we have B. Oh no, it's not gonna let me do it. Okay, B, D sharp, F sharp, A. So now let me reformat this a little bit so it doesn't look terrible. There we go. So using these chord tones, I would rearrange it in different ways so that you can connect these ideas. Like the chord tone here after the E that's going to fit nicely would probably be the D sharp. And so you can rearrange these. Okay. So you can go up this. I typically use eighth notes when I play, but you can hit that basic idea every 2-5-1. Alright. Now there are more sophisticated ways to hit a 2-5-1. For example, I like using an altered chord where you go up to what would be a G. And it would be something like that. And I think about the Clark Terry idea that I like to play. So I would do this in like triplets. It would sound like this. So I'm going down the altered chord. There's all kinds of other things that not altered, I'm sorry, augmented chord. So a G natural, and then I would go down farther because I'm doing like a triplet over half notes for that. I'm not going to write that in here, but as an altered idea, there's a diminished scale. I would do something like that, or to get back to the root, something similar to that, something that would be diminished scale based. But those are some other things that I'll talk about later. I got to put my kids to bed. So thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed the approach, I guess. And I'll probably stick to D blues for a little while. And I wonder what the heck happened with that. Oh, hi. You're awesome. Thanks, Kate. You're awesome, too. You're awesome because you're here. Juan Rangel. Sounds great. Man. Thanks, Juan. You sound great. Man. Juan's cool. I went to school with Juan a decade ago. We went to college together, and Juan was playing the saxophone. Probably still is. Killing it. And, yeah. Now we're all just getting old. So those are a couple just basic, simple approaches. Other than that, next time I'll get a little bit deeper into some of the things that I would do over the 2-5-1s, like I'm talking about. But thanks for coming out today. If you have any other questions, you can shoot them up in the chat. You put them in the comment section, and I'll just get to them next time. All right, till next time. You guys have a good night. We'll talk to you later.